Hellos. Yellows. Hello, welcome to the fucking fourth time that I had to record this because every time I do it, there would be some fucking error. Like the first time I forgot to turn on my fucking mic, and the second time something fell down in my room and everything kind of fucking exploded, and here we are. And then the other time, the volume was just blowing the fuck up. And then I forgot to mention something, so now I have to re-record everything all over again. Yep. So with this series, as usual, I'm going to be painting while I talk about nothing. So even when, you don't really care about what I have to say, maybe you'll just be interested in the shiny, fancy, colorful picture that I'm drawing. I'm sorry about the audio quality. I know it's really fucking bad, but that's because I'm using a webcam that I've had since high school. I'm a college student now, so it's been a long time. I know it sounds like I'm sitting in a tin can and shouting really loudly through a telephone wire, like one of those cup and string. It sounds like I'm doing that, but I swear to God, it's just a really old webcam, so I recommend lowering the volume. As usual, I will do the disclaimer, which is kind of late now since I already cussed, of the fact that I do cuss. I will sound probably fucking stones because I don't have a script and I just kinda need my brain to buffer for a little while before I know what to say next. And there will also be a lot of background noises, and also you're gonna hear that a lot. I have a mechanical keyboard and I use the shortcuts. So, what are we talking about today? Today I'm going to tell you about all the places I've been on the internet in my art career. Basically, all the places I've hopped around to with posting art, interacting with people, or with the art community and stuff like that. And kind of let you know where I am now. What else? What other disclaimer do I have to say? Okay, I guess we can start. So I've been drawing for 9 years. I know, I could have waited till next year, so it could be a 10-year thing, but it's a 9-year, and I have time today, so we're gonna fucking do this today. I started out drawing when I first got my digital art tablet. I told myself that I'm going to invest in a tablet, and I've been drawing my whole entire life. I know that I will still be drawing years down the road, and guess what? I still am. I invested in a Wacom Intuos 3, the fucking giant piece of shit, and I'm still using it right now, so it really was a good investment. It didn't explode on me or nothing, so that was real good. So back then, I started out on DeviantArt as a wee noob. I had Photoshop, and the only brush I knew how to use was the fucking airbrush, so everything I drew is like this very blurry mass. Do you hear Stank? It's like stretching right now. Okay, Stank. Go back to sleep. Yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah. And I really didn't know, and around that time I did not know a lot of English. I still don't know a lot of English. And I didn't know how to write very well, and I legit did not know what a fucking JPEG was. So I would be uploading files on DeviantArt as a PSD and then wondering why the fuck nothing is showing up. And then someone kind in the comment was like, well, you need to export it as a JPEG. And that was the act of kindness that I will never forget. I mean, I won't forget the act of kindness, but I most definitely already forgot who it was. the minute after they told me how to do it. But anyways, back to the point, I've been on DeviantArt for a long time, and then I kind of restarted my DeviantArt because I had so much bullshit on there. I had to make a new account because I could not go through and delete everything, and back then I don't think they had like a storage or a mass delete system, and I really just did not want to sit and delete everything by hand. So I was on DeviantArt for a while, and then I was on 4chan. This was like very short-lived though. It was very short-lived. I was on 4chan for only a little bit because I browsed the art board and see if they got any tips, any vape secrets that they're willing to bestow upon me, an art noob. And, you know, I participated in some draw thread, but otherwise I kind of lurked and see if they have any resources that I can look into. And then I was on Smack Jeeves for a while. I told myself that, so over the summer I was like, well, one way to learn how to be, how to draw is to just do it a lot. And how the best way to do it a lot is to fucking make a comic, because you're gonna just, you know, be drawing panels, drawing shit over and over. So that comic was a really old one, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but Zaki knows what it is. Zaki's been around for a long time with me. But yeah, since the beginning of that comic and the end of that comic, I switched style. Every chapter it would be like in a different style, just because I used it as a way of experimenting with storytelling, with drawing, consistency, all that stuff. It's just a way for me to, you know, practice. That was just practice. And then I was on Gaia. I started Gaia back in, quote, started Gaia back in fucking 2004 when my friend told me to make a fucking account, but I never really used the account because, you see, I did not know English, so there was really no way for me to participate in forums if I did not fucking speak English. So for a long time that Gaia account just kind of sat there. And then, you know, when I finally learned how to fucking, what 2 + 2 is, and how to recite the ABC, I decided to hop back on Gaia with a different username because, I lost my train of thought. Because I needed a place to kind of chill, and also a place to learn to, you know, draw and shit like that. So I was really active on Gaia for a very long time too. I made a lot of friends on there. God fucking bless all the people that had to deal with me. Let's not talk about it, okay, guys? Yeah, let's not talk about how I was back then. How I was so XD back in the olden days. But I was on Gaia for a while. I made a lot of shops, like art shops, and I'm constantly getting bored and then making a new art shop and then changing my style. And that was, you know, around that time, that was when my art actually really saw a lot of improvement, because I was drawing, not only was I drawing a lot, but I was experimenting a lot. I was running away from people, so every full moon I would like change style, make a new account, change the style, and hope they don't notice that it's me. Yeah, I make running away from responsibility an art form, and because of that, I now have a lot of flexibility with my art style, because I would be changing them so fucking much back then. That's why I'm not very consistent. Yep, anyways, that was when I met a lot of my friends, and then as Gaia died down and Tumblr started, yep, that was back when Tumblr started. Tumblr started becoming a thing. I've been on Tumblr for too fucking long. Back when Tumblr started, my friends kind of migrated over to Tumblr. I'm like, oh, I guess I use Tumblr. Not because I want to follow anyone, but just as a place to archive things, like archive my arts. And I actually made a blog and then made a newer blog. So all the time I always have like a one scratch blog that I kind of test out with websites, and then I have like my official one once I figure out how the website works. So with Tumblr, I made my main blog after. Holy shit, there's a bug flying at me. Okay, I think it's gone. What was I saying? God, that bug took my last brain cell, and now I'm left with none. Oh shit, there it is. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I started out with the Tumblr blog, and then I made a new one, which is now my main blog that I've been keeping around for a while. But I didn't really gain much followers. I didn't really get popular until Animal Crossing. So I started playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on emulator. Oh, wait, is that illegal? That's probably illegal. Forget I said that. I started playing Animal Crossing Wild World. Did I say Wild World? I didn't say New Leaf, right? I started with Animal Crossing Wild World, and I started making comics for it on my main blog. And people really liked those comics. And one of my friends from Gaia contacted me and was like, you know, they're making one for the 3DS? And I'm like, oh, really? That's pretty cool. I don't have a 3DS. And she gave me her old 3DS and her an Animal Crossing cartridge. God fucking bless all the people in my life who just kind of give me shit because I'm too poor to afford it. She gave me the game and, you know, told me to have fun and all that. And I'm like, hell yeah, I will. So I made a new blog, my Animal Crossing blog, and I called it Animoxing because, you know, animal is like French for animal, and this is crossing, so Animal Crossing, get it? Yeah. So I started making really dumb comics, and people were really into it. I would get like 25,000 notes, 60,000 notes. It was intense, man. And I got really popular within the Animal Crossing community, but at the same time, I never really interacted with anyone unless they interacted with me. I met Kaya, and we fucked around on fucking squitching blogs and all that shit. I met Sushi through Animal Crossing. My best friend Sushi, she contacted me through Animal Crossing. She was like, oh, you're so funny. Let's be friends, you know? And truly, like, I don't know how she dealt with me because at the time I was very, very asocial. Every question she asked me, I would just be like, don't ask me that. But yeah, that's when I met Sushi through Animal Crossing. I also met Zaki through Animal Crossing because he told me how to steal flowers from the island tour, so you know. And the thing is, I already knew Zaki from Smack G's, but I never interacted with him. He just commented on my stuff. And the only reason that I recognized Zaki was because he kept his username and icon consistent on all social media. And I'm like, oh shit, is that one with the blue icon? And then we became friends. Yeehaw. Oh, so if there's a lesson you learn from this, just keep your shit consistent and I'll be able to recognize who you are. If you change your fucking icon every 2 days and your name every other day, I'm not gonna have any idea who you are. I'm not gonna even bother. Because I have a really bad memory, okay? Stop fucking with me. Anyways, back to the story. I got kind of popular with Animal Crossing. I met Mai also because she saw my comics. So the Animal Crossing community really gave me a lot of quote fame. and it made me a lot of friends. And yep, and for a while my Animal Crossing blog has way more followers than my main blog. That was really fucking intense. One day I'm going to tell you all the shit I got into during my Animal Crossing days. It's really intense, guys. And I got into a lot of shit during Animal Crossing days. But anyways, back to the story. After a while, I also make an Instagram when I kind of learned that, oh, you could post pictures that are not photos there. So I decided, you know, I would use it just to post traditional art. And since I don't draw traditional art as much as I do digital art, that Instagram didn't get updated very often, and it kind of just got like 100, 200 followers, you know, just a few. I also made a Twitter that I never posted art on. I made a Twitter to shitpost, and that was purely it. Like, it's just a shitpost Twitter. I just say whatever the fuck I want at fucking 3 a.m. And, you know, once Tumblr was announcing it was going down, I'm like, okay, you know, maybe it's time to invest in the other social media. And that was when I decided I'm going to update my Instagram more often. And this time I'm going to include digital art and not just traditional art. And that was when I actually got a following in a year or two. I've gained about fucking 30,000 followers. And then I saw that class, I don't know how to say the name. You know the company, the watch company that does collaborations with artists that you sometimes see on Twitter? I was really into their watches. And I was like, man, I want one of those watches. I really do. So I asked Sushi, like, I really want this. What should I do? And she said, clean up your fucking Twitter, Sammy. Be less of a dumbass. Remove that dick joke from your fucking username and make a real fucking bio instead of more dick jokes. And I'm like, fuck. Okay. I'll fucking do it. I won't like it, but I'll fucking do it. And that's what I did. I kind of cleaned up my Twitter and made it more professional. Started posting art on there. Deleted all my shitpost tweets. Most of it. Deleted most of my shitpost tweets. And, you know, started working on actually being consistent with updating my art. And yeah, I actually did get contacted by the company to do a collaboration with them. And I got my watch, so that was a dream come true for me. And then after that, I'm like, well, I have no idea what to do now, since literally the only reason I got Twitter was so I could collaborate with this fucking company. I know, falling to capitalism, really. But yeah, that was my goal, and you know, I'm already completed that goal. So now I'm back to shitposting. And some art. But mostly shitposting. Right, I also started Webtoon. Mostly because I just want a place to keep my my webcomics. I was gonna go back to SmackG's, but the website layout changed, and I'm not entirely sure how to do everything again. So I decided, well, since I'm learning a new thing anyway, let's just jump over to Webtoon, since that's what people recommend. And again, with all of my things, the only reason I do anything, except for Twitter, is just for me. I started Webtoon because I wanted a place to archive my badly drawn comics. And then people like the comics, so now I have to put work in it, which is unfortunate. But I go into things with the idea of I'm doing this as an archive. I don't go in. Did you hear my stomach growl? Hope not. Or if you did, that's my stomach, guys. I'm hungry. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah. I go into everything with the goal of maintaining some kind of archive for myself, or for fun, or whatever. It's just, I'm doing this for me. I really never have any intention of reaching an audience or whatever, and I just get lucky. So I think what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm just a lucky person. I really don't have any suggestions on how you could be quote popular. I don't think I'm popular, but some people might disagree. Because a lot of things I do, I kind of do for myself, and then people just be like, hey, this funky little cowboy is doing some dumb shit. I'm gonna sit here and watch this clown be a clown. And that's where most of my followings come from. With YouTube too, these videos I make, I kind of want to look back at it one day and be like, so this is the kind of bullshit I was doing 10 years ago or 2 days ago. Instead of writing my essay. And I'm gonna be able to look back at it and be like, yeah, good times. Tomorrow I'm gonna look back at it and be like, good times, should have done my essay instead of recording this. But yeah, when it comes to exposure, quote exposure, what I unintentionally do, all of this is like just coincidences. I don't go out and promote my art, but the thing I actually do a lot is to kind of dip my foot into everything. If there's like a new website, I kind of make an account on there and put my foot in. Oh, I do have a Mastodon account too. It's like Twitter, but for art. Mastodon.art. I have an account there too. I had a Tinier Me too. That site fucking closed down. Can't remember anything else, but those just popped back up in my mind. But yeah, what I recommend for everyone is to kind of just get your foot into everything and do it for shit and giggles, because you might just get lucky. All of this is just, I feel like it's just luck. I really don't do anything with a plan. One day I'm gonna be like, I feel like making a webcomic, so I made a webcomic. And now I had to fucking keep up the webcomic, which is kind of a unexpected thing there. I did not expect my webcomic to have actual viewers, actual fans, who actually expect me to update. Oh, so cursed. Forced. With great shitpost power come great responsibilities. What was I saying? If you listen to a lot of my videos, you're gonna hear me lose my train of thought a lot. Just a thing that happens. My advice for people is, again, I said this 50 times already, just kind of get your foot into everything and just do shit for fun. And then you'll get lucky. This is bad advice, I know, because this is not... But I just want you to know that my quote popularity that I had today is all just dumb luck. I didn't plan any of this. And just dumb luck, man. I don't know what to tell you, because sometimes people would ask me for advice on how to get noticed, on certain media or certain social media and shit. I really don't have a game plan for any of you because I'm just fucking around all the time. But I really do hope that you guys get what you want in terms of, you know, popularity, quote, quote, popularity on all these art websites. For me, everything is just kind of fun because I'm not pursuing art as a career. Not professionally, at least. But if anyone out there want to hook me up with jobs, wink. Oh, fuck. I already forgot what I was gonna say. I do hope you guys get what you want in terms of, like, popularity online, because I don't do it for the popularity. I do it for the shitpost. And maybe one day I'll be popular. Maybe one day someone actually be like, oh, Semi? I actually know who Semi is. I read their shitpost every day before bed. Can you hear Stank snoring? Can you guys hear that? That just Stank snoring. And yep, this has been a very long video with no point really, and I just want to tell you guys about all the places I've traveled on the World Wide Web. Also a fun fact, I drew something back in the olden days on 4chan, and since 4chan is anonymous, it never got credited to me, but then it kind of resurfaced again on Tumblr, and I'm like, oh fuck, I drew that. So, you know, maybe one day you'll run to my porn or something. Yep. Do I have any closing statements before I end this? Well, I think that's all I got to say. So, thank you so much for listening. This is, as usual, just for shit and giggles. I really don't expect anyone to listen to this. But if you did, thank you for having some kind of patience. And yeah, have a nice day. Yeah.